Hi everyone, this is Lori with 3 Keys Astrology for your forecast, a solar eclipse forecast for our final week in April. This forecast goes from April 24 to April 30. Now, if you look back to spring, I talked to you about a lot of beginnings and endings, and this continues. There are monumental changes going on in the earth, and that's a good thing. We need that. This final week and last week, we didn't have any fire energy, excuse me, fire energy, but for Chiron, who's been in Aries for quite a few years. That energy is, so a lot of you that have Aries are starting new beginnings and having frustrated endings or final endings because of the big changes that have been occurring on our planet, where we've never had more death in many of our lifetimes. A solar eclipse is a diminution of light, but so is a new moon. And at every new moon, at every solar eclipse, we have a new moon. At every lunar eclipse, we have a full moon. This one in particular is not so bad. If you're on a spiritual evolution, if you're accepting with open arms the inevitable changes that we're all facing, this can be a really good time. Now, this time is very internal. And the only difficult day that I see for the week is Sunday, the 24th. It's going to be super challenging for the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Aquarians, as I spoke to you in our last video, you're leading us into the progressive new change. And in order for you to get on board, you can't stay stuck, fixed, and opinionated. You have to be the progressive Aquarian, saying life is a series of internal and external changes. How boring life would be if we were all one mannequin society and all had to do things the same way, live the same way, eat the same food, live in the same countries. Ugh, that's not appealing to anybody that has good Uranian energy. And yet, because Aquarius is a fixed air sign, they're the most stubborn and opinionated of the air signs. And so we have friends, and sometimes older relatives can get kind of really set and cemented in their ways at the end of life. But that's the only day that I see as anything difficult. I'm loving this week, friends. Now, I want you to know that it's not an ambitious week. And beautifully in synchronization to the Earth's energies, many people are on vacation. It's spring break. So it's perfect, a perfect week to be lazy, to be lovable, to get in those lovey-dovey, snuggly, cozy moods and modes, and to stay in your pajamas all day, or have sleepovers, or watch movies, or write your book, or make your podcast, or start your astrology business. I love, love, love the rest of this week. Oh my God. Oh my God. Monday is sweet. Tuesday is sweet. Now, all of you that are Pisces, I told you in last week's video, the spotlight of the stars are shining on Tauruses, on Pisces, and on Aquarians. And this whole week, Pisces, you are so lovey-dovey, snuggly, cuddly, sweet, compassionate, loyal, and true to spirit and devotion and magic and mystery, and making us feel wanted, and leading us in song and in poem and in story. So we are all, the whole wide world's going to be saturated in this wonderful heavenly energy. It's never been stronger, friends. Not in so long. This week is an internal week, a week to close the outside world off if you have that potential. It's a week, and on the solar eclipse week that happens this weekend on Saturday, our last day of the month, it starts around 4:28 p.m. if you're in the States, and it's at 10 degrees Taurus. This means that the moon and the sun are coming together, and I've told you before in this channel, at every new moon, that's a new birth, a new baby, a new idea, a new part of creation. You're getting ready to plant your new garden, or fertilizing it and growing it. This is new. Now, when there's a new moon, and when there's an eclipse, there's no light. So in the night sky, we're not going to see the moon. The light by day is increasing though, because we're approaching our summer solstice now. We've crossed over from the new year, the spring equinox, and the buds are popping, blossoms are everywhere. Daffodils and crocuses are covering land where I live. It's so pretty. I made purple violet tea the other day. What a nice infusion, and it's just a lovely time to be outside during the day. But at nighttime, and during eclipse time, we do not want to be outside unless we work there. For those of you that work, eclipse times are times, and void of course moons, and are times when there's no light in the night sky, where the crazed, the criminal, and the maniacal, unstable, amoral, this is when they're destabilized. This is when they create most of their dramas and traumas and abuses. That's no joke, because Black Moon Lilith moved into Cancer. At this particular, so all week long, like I said, Sunday can be a little tricky, but I promise you, if you're quiet, if you have a nice contemplative internal week, just still, for those of us that have gone through Lenten and celebrated Easter and the resurrection, we'll still, because we've been practicing daily and being in the mode of prayer, devotion, quiet, solitude, communing with nature, adoring our families, just giving love in action and not in words. This is great all week. This is great for songwriters, for authors, for any creative enterprise or desire, or even make a nice meal each night. Make your lover, your boyfriend, your husband, your girlfriend, make their favorite food all week. Do it for your babies. And just stay in. When the sun starts to go down, come on in. For those of you that have to work for the public, it's going to be challenging. Saturday night and then Sunday into May 1st. But that population that chooses to work night shifts in emergency situations with the psychologically deranged and the criminal mind are already accustomed to what happens during these times in our lives. For the rest of us, it's a good time. The chart of the solar eclipse this year can be very good. Why? Because it's a new moon in Taurus, it's a new beginning. All your new endeavors that have to do with money, banking, finance, food, growing food, gardening, like I spoke to you last week, property, real estate endeavors, acquiring new property, remodeling the property that you own, making things more beautiful, any seaside ventures, any adventures in the water, out of the water, hot tubbing, swimming, all that stuff is going to be so good. But the most important energy this week, besides this powerful solar eclipse, that's the start of the eclipses for all Taurus and Scorpio. Now, we can feel weakened, and Scorpio, you too. We can get sore throats and a little agitated and snotty from allergy for sure. Leo and Aquarius, Taurus and Scorpio are going to feel this eclipse most. So all of us can have a weakened, more physical state. We definitely need to have soup this week and take our minerals and our vitamins and change toothbrushes. That's a good thing to do every month anyway. Throw the old ones out, bring the new ones in. Make sure you're flossing, tongue scraping. Tongue scraping gives good health. Fresh breath gives good health. Listerine kills viruses, germs, and things that are currently affecting the whole wide world. So get some. Always have it on duty. And who doesn't love somebody with fresh breath, right? You just speak nicer. You're less apt to swear when you have fresh breath and you feel good about yourself. So, yeah, this week is personal. It's about fate and it's about new beginnings, especially for we Taurians, complementing Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Scorpio questioning and ending and beginning more than ever. Aquarius ending and beginning more than ever. Taurus and Leo ending and beginning more than ever. We're not going to have a lot of gumption to get up and go. That's why it's perfect vacation weather. And treat the whole week that way. Once you get past Sunday, get all the things you need to get done before you hear this forecast. So this is the 24th, going to the 30th, Saturday. So as I was saying, as we build up to get closer to that solar eclipse energy, it would be wise to rise with the sun, go to bed with the sun. At least get indoors. And make personal this week. It's really personal. It's good personal. It's the kind of personal where Pisces is going to want to get married and commit. It's the kind of energy where you should ask someone you love to marry you. It's great energy to get married early in the week. I wouldn't get married on a solar eclipse. I wouldn't make any major decisions on that day, sign any contracts. And like I said, all the energy is really talking about protecting home and family. The only ugly energy we have is Black Moon Lilith, who's in a very ugly tug of war over fighting over children, fighting divorced parents, fighting over children and property. That's going to be big for the next 10 months. And then the abuse of family, home, children, property, deceptive landlords, slumlords, that kind of thing. So beware. If you're purchasing a home, or really question and interview that landlord or that potential new buy, make sure you know other tenants that live there so you don't get trapped in ugly situations, because that's going to be on the heightened for the next 10 months. But more importantly, it's the internal family and protecting our whole families and making the whole family healthy. This week's lazy. So like I said, even if you can't afford a vacation, or your country is forbidding or making difficult transportation because of our current circumstances, what you can do is have a little vacation at home. I do this all the time, but I'm a silly and creative and spiritual soul who always has her head in the stars. Way ideal compared to realism, I guess you could say. And that's what this week is great for. So I want you to love your life, love and realize how unique and individual and once in a lifetime the family members you have. A fun thing to do to kind of ground that in is count back as many generations as you can remember. It's a great week to do ancestry searches. And what a nice thing to do is see how many women have been born in your family since 1900, how many men. That's going to emphasize and really stamp in your mind just how important and unique each and individual member of your family is. I do legacy readings. They're really incredible. I've gone back to the 1700s. So if you're adopted, or you're just meeting your birth family, or you didn't get to know your grandparents and you wonder, who was I really like? Come and get those whole family readings from me. You will love them. They're interesting. They're a nice complement and addition for you to make a book for your family, for all of your relatives in the future. Nice little books about not only the lineage, but that extra personality. I'll tell you about their character. I'll tell you about their temperament. I'll tell you about their foibles. I'll tell you about which relative you'll see. Oh my God, was Grandma reborn again? Did Aunt Ruthie, is she making manifest her genes, her personality, and her traits in my son and my nephew and my daughter? Astrology is so cool. And no two people are alike. In God's design, just like fingerprints, not two charts are alike. Not twins, not triplets, not quadruplets, not quintuplets. Each and every child God made a little bit different. And so I hope that you can celebrate the things about your family members. And on Sunday, to start this week on the 24th, if you feel apt to engage, if just knowing that you're hearing this video, that the energy is the worst day of the week will be Sunday, the 24th. And like I said, most especially if you have your 3 keys in Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, if your rising sign is in those signs, or if you have a stellium in those signs, or if your chart ruler or a significant planet like a singleton is pulling all the rest of the other planets. Now, if you didn't understand what I just said, I teach astrology, and I'm starting a new course at the end of April, at the end of this month. So get a hold of me, jump on board, get in. It's time for you to learn. In 40 weeks, you can open your own astrology practice with my instruction. My students and I love our classes. We laugh and we have a lot of fun, and you will never be the same. It changes you. So the week is super holy. The heavenly energy that I spoke of last week, coming from Jupiter, Neptune, the lovers, Mars and Venus, all in Pisces, complementing the sun and the moon, Uranus, the North Node, and Mercury in Taurus. This energy is beautiful and it's bisextiling that powerful love energy of Pisces. A bisextile is a planetary concentration that's perfect harmony. When I see this in people's charts, they're lovely. They bring peace to the party. They are the ones who come up with solutions. It's glorious. So we have that energy at the solar eclipse, and that's why I would encourage you to stay indoors and cement those bonds with family. Make really impactful memories, and make memories that your little children will laugh and smile on, so that when they grow up and have their own families, they'll go, hey, remember when we went lightning bug hunting? And it's a perfect time to do that. It's coming up, guys. Get outside and look at all those new buds. Teach your children about nature and flowers on earth and trees, and let them help you grow gardens. Oh my God, they love this. It's incredible. So it's a great week for learning. It's an excellent week for dreaming. It's the best week for love making and love professing, making commitments, getting engaged, getting married. And I mean quick ones. Like, just say, hey, what are we even waiting for? Let's go get married. Do you know how much I love you? Do you know how much I love you? Show how much I love you. And on that contesting energy, the only one day of the week that I see to be difficult, Sunday, just be quiet. Be quiet. When we have new beginnings and endings that are inevitable, and these inevitable monumental changes that are like vortex energy, and oscillating, this pushing, going. We're all, if you could feel this, we really are in this monumental vortex of new change to take us into the future. It's going to be the best for Taurus. Don't be scared. Come get your readings from me. You Taurians, you Pisceans, you Aquarians, you Leos, you Scorpions, every sign of the zodiac, but especially those who the spotlight is on. Embrace new. And if somebody's saying goodbye and it's painful and you don't want it, please trust the universe. There's never been more heaven pouring out of the earth for us to heal, to help, to grow, to communicate, to commit. It's beautiful. I love it. I know you're feeling it. It's kind of sleeping in, making love in the morning energy. It's the kind of energy when you order out and not a lot of effort, or if you do make something for somebody, it's their very favorite. If we could talk about what this energy feels like in a Taurian way, it's like chicken and dumplings, or chicken pot pie, or your grandma's lasagna that's just melted, dripping with cheese and all rosy red with that sauce, all garlicky and yummy and perfect, that belongs to your family. Family is so, so important. This coming 10 months, protect yours. Don't let anybody invade it, contaminate it, cause chaos in it, disrupt it, destabilize it. Keep those people away. Protect your family as if you are the Holy Family, because you are. Each little family is created like Mother Mary, Father God, and baby Jesus. Joseph in the Bible, our Bible story of the Holy Family. And he trusted his wife. And he, although there was no pregnancy, he walked in faith and listened to God. He resisted at first. That human condition in him was definitely there. But your family's holy. You fell in love with one person. Together you made babies that no other two people could ever make again. So you're going to love this week. It's not a week for ambition. It's not a week to push things. It's not a week to get going. It's a week to just wallow in the glory of everything you've accomplished, everything you're thankful for, that there is life after death. Don't worry. All the people that we've lost and loved are now with their lost loved ones that they've been grieving for and missing. Don't worry. It's true. I know, emphatically. And I just want you to be, to truly trust the universe and play, listen to music all day, stay in bed all day and watch movies. Get breakfast trays to bring to bed. Feed yourself, nourish yourself, take baths together, take hot tubs together, make bubble bath fun, blow bubbles in the bathtub. There, you can paint the bathtubs now for all the fun things for little kids. It's just a week to really care for each other. It's a week that's good for ginger teas, for those of us that are going to get a little bit tired or have a little bit of sore throat. So take really good care of yourselves, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Subscribe to my channel. Go check out my new videos on both channels, astrolotta.com and on 3keysastrology.com. I offer different services at both websites, astrolotta.com and 3keysastrology.com. Come on and study astrology with me. You're going to love your life. The people that you'll meet, when you're an astrologer, you wouldn't believe the friends you're going to meet. Holy crow. Flying out of the universe from another country will be friends and collaborations that you'll have the rest of your life. Cherish that. You won't believe how much you're going to love this work. And you take care. Thank you so much for joining me and loving me, supporting my channel, donating to it, sharing it with your friends and family. And please hit that notification bell and give thumbs up. I'm learning a little more about the technical side of logarithms, which I didn't understand before. And those things are important. So comment below in this video and tell me what's one thing you're going to do to make the people that you love feel really loved. And let's share those ideas with each other for people that need a little bit of help in that department of comfort and empathy and compassion and care and nurturance and maternal and paternal energies. We all have something to share and give, and that's another beautiful thing that we astrologers get to see. Bye for now. Take care. I love you guys, especially my students. Oh my God. Oh my God, are you so much fun? You guys take care. And let me know down below if you know someone who needs a reading. I think that if enough of you pipe up and start sharing these videos, I'm going to gift some readings to some people just in my immense gratitude for this new life that I have now through astrology. Bye-bye.